Good afternoon, everybody. I hope you're well. This afternoon I am in Hertfordshire and I'm on a bit of a social camp. And it's a permissive camp, so we're on some farmland that we're allowed to be on, pre-arranged. And also I have bought myself a new tent, and it's the Alpkit Tetri two-man tent. I've used the lightweight Lanshan tent over the summer, and I just felt I needed something a little bit more robust for the sort of late autumn winter season. I saw it in the sale and I thought, why not? It was reduced from about £150 to 110, and it's not bad. So I've had a go at putting it up. I'll show you some pictures now, and it was pretty straightforward to put it up. I got it up in about 10 minutes. It's a two-person tent. It's semi-geodesic, so it can stand up on its own. I've not needed to use the guy ropes today. So let's have a look. It feels pretty solid. I really like the design, I like the colour, and as I said, it was pretty easy to put up. Some people I've spoken to have avoided purchasing this tent purely because of the weight, and the weight is 3 kilograms. And I know there's lots of people that wouldn't touch a 3 kilogram tent with a barge pole in the wild camping community. But the price was too tempting for me. £109, I just felt it was a bit of a steal, really. It's well made. Those of you that have already bought from Alpkit will know they have a very good after-sales service, should one need it. And I'm pretty pleased with it. In terms of, the weight, it is a bit weighty, but I managed to get the whole thing in my Osprey Talon 44 rucksack today. I left the tent bag itself at home, and then sort of did the usual thing of breaking up the tent in the rucksack, putting the poles down one side, and sort of spreading the load somewhat. What it would be like on a longer kind of hike. I mean, I've only carried it across the London Underground and kind of up the road today, so it's really not a sort of a test in terms of carrying it, in terms of hiking, but I suppose you could make weight savings in other areas if you did happen to have a heavier tent. You can immediately see it's got a fairly decent kind of porch area just here, and the kind of the ground sheet is a clip-in one, so you don't have to have it. You could just have a sort of the grass down for the porch there, and then just get straight into the tent. But I put it out today just to kind of try it out, and it is quite useful just having that dry area to sit on and sort yourself out. Just down here, I've got a few things. I've got a tripod bag, of course. Haven't put my chair up yet, and I've got my stove and other few bits there. And then we've got the actual inner tent itself, and you can see, being a two-person tent, it's pretty spacious. It is pretty spacious. So I've put myself over there on the left-hand side, and I've got all that room over there. You could comfortably get another person in here. It might be a bit tricky with luggage, but in terms of myself, I like to have a little bit of room to kind of spread myself out. And also, if the weather's a bit rubbish, then you have got that space to kind of sit inside and do whatever you need to do. In terms of the inside of the tent, we've got a light hanging point there, and then another one just there. Pockets here, and of course over on that side as well. Another new item just to tell you about, I've got my 4 season sleeping bag, as the temperatures are meant to be going down to about 4 degrees tonight. Decathlon pillow as always, but I've got myself a new winter sleep mat, so I've retired the Alpkit Cloud Base, which is more of a spring summer mat, and I've gone for something insulated, and I've gone for this one from Klymit, and it's the Klymit Insulated Static V. Blows up really quickly, a few puffs and that was ready to go. I have road tested that at home in the lounge. It was pretty comfy, and I'm looking forward to trying it out tonight. Got the reflector mat underneath. I haven't put a footprint ground sheet underneath the tent, simply because this is actually quite a thick base to the tent. I think it's 8,000 hydrostatic head, and the Alpkit guys said you probably don't need it. I know some people out there are going to disagree with me, but do you know what? I was looking at just lightening the load of my rucksack, bearing in mind also that this tent is 3 kilograms, so I was wanting to kind of reduce the weight of other things in my rucksack. So that's the inside of the tent. I suppose if I wanted to, I could cook out here. If the weather was really bad, I could kind of cook in that porch area if I was kind of sort of safe and sensible about that. So there's a bit of room there. So I'm really looking forward to trying this out tonight. And I'll come back to you a little bit later. Welcome back, everybody. It's about 11:15 Saturday night. Had a good day here at the camp. Not like a normal wild camp because I'm with quite a few people, and yeah, it's just a little bit different, but it's really good. It's really nice to catch up with people. Been to the pub, had dinner, and dinner comprised of my British Army rations, which you would have seen in the other video, and I had the bean pasta kind of salad, which was quite beany, as you might expect, but it was pretty tasty. It was fine. I had the apple turnover, and what else did I have? I had the trail mix and the cereal bar, and it was all fine, no problems at all. And then I've saved the sausage and baked beans meal as breakfast for tomorrow. As you can see, I'm now inside the Alpkit Tetri, and I'm at the sort of the door entrance just here, and I am sitting upright and my head is just touching the roof. It's really, really wide and spacious. So in terms of a sort of winter tent where I might potentially have to spend quite a bit of time inside the tent, or if it's rainy or stormy or whatever, I feel this is a good choice. And there's just loads of room, really. It's really, really good. So far so good. I shall come back to you in the morning. Good night. Good morning all. Let's do a time check. It's 8:15. I've slept very well. The sleeping mat, let's go with the sleeping mat first of all. The Klymit V static was absolutely amazing. Really recommend the sleeping mat. Temperature last night got down to, I think it was about 4 to 5 degrees, and the mat was, first of all, it was really, really comfy, and it lived up to its name of the V static insulated, and it kept me really warm. It was, yeah, one of the most comfortable night's sleep that I've had. So that was brilliant. So looking forward to trying that out again. I've got the Everest down bag, and that kept me nice and warm, and I've got my merino wool base layers. I did put the fleece back on in the night, just to add another layer, because it was quite chilly. So in terms of warmth, no issues. I was so snug and cosy, and the tent kind of added to that. The tent's been absolutely fine. There's been no wind last night. It was completely still, so that was fine too. Got up once to go and use the facilities, shall we say, in the middle of the night, and yeah, the only it's not a big thing, but the only slight thing I've got to get used to perhaps is the positioning of the door. I'll show you what I mean, but it's just because it's not a side door, it's a front door that's kind of sort of sloping outwards, and when you've got that build up of moisture and condensation in the night, you've got to be quite careful how you open it and getting in and out, because it was kind of transferring onto my down jacket as I went off to the loo in the night. Just sort of need to work with that a little bit. It's just really roomy in here. I love it. It's palatial. Got lots and lots of room, and yes, it is a little bit of a weightier tent, but perhaps, you know, that might be a sacrifice I make just in terms of having a bit more of a solid tent. So I'm going to get some breakfast now. I've got my sausage and beans ration pack from menu 13, British Army ration pack, so I'm going to have that in a moment. and probably get a brew on. See you later.
There you go, 6th of December, that's the one.
I know. I think cheesecakes will have a little bit of brandy. Try this again. Welcome back, everybody. So taking the tent down now. Good thing about this tent is the fact that it's got these three very strong poles, giving it that semi-geodesic design. So I've not had to use any of the guy ropes today. Made life a little bit easier in terms of packing up. Alpkit give you what looks like, get this out, it's their sort of standard, I think they're called the candy canes. Reasonably lightweight, seem to do the job, quite sturdy. Had to sort of step on them last night because the ground here is kind of squashy, but then it goes into gravel, a couple of centimetres down. But they've done the job. I'm considering maybe swapping these out for some ultralight ones, just maybe to bring the weight of the whole tent down a little bit further. But for the moment, yeah, these will do the job. Well, that's me all packed up, guys. Thank you very much for watching. I do appreciate it. If you've liked the video, please do hit the like button. Do get in the comments. Let me know what you think. If you have owned an Alpkit tent before, or you have an Alpkit tent at the moment, or even the same one as I do. If you're not a subscriber, please do feel free to hit the subscribe button, and don't forget to hit the little bell so you get all of the notifications for future uploads. If you've got any questions about the tent, any at all, if you feel like I've not covered it in the video, also do get in the comments, and maybe I can answer it, or maybe someone else who knows about this tent can help me out and answer it too. So thank you very much. Take care. See you on the next one.